Aloha guys. I'd like to introduce you to some strategies. Entering into one's own world, enjoying life, and what else matters. I'm talking about what else matters more than that. You know, impressing a potential spouse? Well, not really, because they will like me and I won't have to change. So I'm just going to keep doing, my routine. And I like to be kind. That makes me happy. When I talk these nice words to people, I feel good. And so, the reason I'm kind is because I want to be happy. And in a sense, that's a good, selfish, action. But not to be confused with bad selfishness, such as thinking that the work that you do is somehow superior or more significant than what others do. What happens is, if I think I'm special, then I will experience unhappiness, because that's simply not true. Everyone's equal. And so what do? I focus on my routine, my work, my playtime, and I'm in control of my life and my emotions, and I'm friendly towards others. And so that allows me to experience my realm. Excuse me. Think about it like this. If I hope for reassurance from somebody else and it doesn't happen, and I miss that person, what I'm really missing is something else. I'm missing the words that somebody says. Same thing as if somebody is no longer in your life. What you're missing is the words that they say. And take this into consideration when you're talking about somebody you're attracted to. You might think that they have something special that you don't, and that's why you're trying to connect with them. But in reality, my strategy for determining who would be a good spouse for me is by not how I feel around them, because that can be misleading. Of course I'd want to feel good around them, but in principle, the first thing I want to know is, are they on the same path as me? Do they have the same goals as me? And would I have to change their goals in order for them to, so does it look good on paper? The possibility of connection there. And I imagine things like, at the end of my life, it's just me and my spouse. And other people may have, helped along the way, and I've had wholesome interactions, but what's most important to me is my connection with her. And imagine at the end of the day, this is all theory, but I'm creating it, I'm imagining it. It's just me and my mate, and I don't get attached to other people so much, even though I'm nice to them. It's okay to feel good. That's a big one right there. And here's an idea. When people get upset, check this out. When somebody gets angry and seems to want to fight, offer them something promptly, and verbally encourage others to follow suit. Examining that this person is upset, exclaiming rather that this person is upset and does not deserve to be, and you are going to help them out now. Tell other people, let's help this person out. So, give small gifts. Remember to take action because you're enjoying it, not because you want a reward. A reward is something from another person saying that your action is good. No, you're doing your action because you really like it. Another thought, I let go of life. I let go of things life takes away, like my past, and I will be where it's happening, my new every moment. Remember that talking about corruption in government or whatnot, without talking about solutions, simply leads to feeling bad, and feeling bad leads to corruption. So, be alert to that. Another thought, for people who are crazy, or in that category, they're not aware of themselves, they're not conscious, and they're bipolar or what have you. I think they should be considered potential prison candidates, for the community to decide if they can actually be healed, and if not, maybe a humane execution is an alternative. Now, if you're ever uncertain about whether or not you're kind, you're a nice person, let's say that you had an interaction and you thought maybe the person was upset at you, say to yourself, I am kind. Say to yourself, I am pure. And do things to make yourself happy. A lot of times you have to retreat. Fight or flight, you need to flight. And you need to find your privacy and space and take responsibility for your happiness, which is a good thing. Make yourself happy. Imagine people smiling. Saving the world is about being in emotional stability. And don't feel bad for people who you think you can help them out by giving them an idea. Give them a business card or ask them if they're looking for a new church, and tell them about what you do, your church, your, shall we say, YouTube channel. Because what you will discover is that, it's up to them. Give them the opportunity to discover some new thoughts, but don't expect them to do them. And let's see how we're looking here. We're going to see things in an international context. If there's an international issue, if there's an issue in this local or nation, then think of it as an international issue and encourage people to, from other countries, to provide insights, communicate, say hello to them. For goodness sake, set up a big web camera where people can walk by and say hello to people in a foreign country. How about that, huh? And let's see. Remember that your country that you are living in, don't think of yourself as being involved in a war with, if your country that you live in is in a war with somebody else, because you're not in a conflict with these other people, for example. You're not battling people in the Middle East or whatever. You know what I mean? And remember to that the universe can only help people who ask for help. You don't have to ask specific people, just throw it out there. I need assistance. A lot of times you can find your answers on the internet. That's where we share our knowledge as a populace. Imagine a person's telling you their problems, but not asking you for help. Now imagine that you are talking, and that it's you, talking to the universe with your problems. Now go ahead and ask for some help. I want to be proud of where I come from. I want to be proud of being from a good country. And last but not least, even though it may be fun to not operate with money, and barter and trade, that's like saying that everyone wants the same things. which is not the case. You know, some of us want to live a particular lifestyle, raise children. So even if you think that, oh, everything's going to turn out, be realistic. Say, okay, I want to live in a place. You know, imagine an apartment or place or lifestyle you want to live. How much money would that cost? And then decide how you're going to, you know, create that wealth. Are you going to do it, you know, what career, you know, where are you going to work? What are you going to do? Who are you going to work for? Are you going to work for yourself? Lots of fun possibilities out there. Let's make life grand. Aloha, guys.